Hello everyone, my name is Harsh and a very warm welcome to all of you in this block state management course. And in this video, we are going to discuss about block builders and block selectors and which to use when. Okay, now before that, this is the basic project that we have created in the last video. Okay, so we just have a qubit, rating qubit, in which we have two functions, upward block and upward qubit. So whatever we tap on, it just increases by 1, and this is the state that we created. We just have two variables. Okay, now I have added actually two lines extra here. One is that inside the block builder widget, I have simply inside this builder I have called this block is awesome rebuild, and simply I have done with the qubit as well, qubit is awesome rebuild. Now what I'm gonna do is I will just open my terminal. Okay, and I will just clear this stuff from here, and now I'm clicking on upward block. Now what happens is the state of block changes, okay, from block state 1 to block score 2, and you will see block is awesome, but you will also see qubit is awesome. Now this is an issue. Why I'm saying this is an issue? The reason is we haven't updated the state of qubit. Still this thing is rebuilded. Now if I even click on qubit, you will see block is awesome and qubit is awesome. Okay, now again we haven't updated the state of block, still it is rebuilding. Now we can avoid that. Before that, let's get a little bit about block builder as per the theory and definition, which says block builder is a combination of block and a builder, and it is similar to a stream builder where it continuously listen for the changes. Similarly, it also listen for the continuous changes, but in context of block or qubit. Okay, now block builder takes two parameters. Okay, these are optional, but it is always recommended that you should provide these parameters. One is the type of object, either it's qubit or block, and another is the type of state that we want to maintain. Okay, so simply inside this there is a builder, and then it prints this out. Now moving to our problem, is there a way we can solve this problem? Like when I click on the block update, only block should update, qubit should not be print. Okay, rebuild should not happen for the qubit. So we can avoid it by using a additional fine-grained controller called as build when. So block builder provides us an extra function which kind of checks or whether we can provide some our custom checks to update the builder. So what will I do is previous and current, it provides me the previous state and it provides me the current state. For now let me return just false. Okay, what happens, let's see. So false and control save. Now even if I click on this, you will see the builder will not update. Okay, you will only see qubit is awesome. So when we return false, no matter whatever the state changes has happened, it will not update this builder function. Okay, and if I return true, it will update it. As simple as that. Now I only want this to be updated when block score changes, not qubit score. So I can write it like this: previous. Okay, so previous state dot block score, if it is not equal to previous state, current state, which is current state dot block score, which means they are different, previous and the current, then only it should update. The same I can do with the qubit. So I can just copy it from here and I can go to the qubit and I can paste it here. Okay, and here I can use qubit score, same qubit score, and control save. Now if I tap on block, the block updates and you will see block is awesome, and I click on qubit, qubit is awesome. So just by adding this extra build when, okay, we kind of avoided the rebuild of this widget, and this is quite a useful. But sometimes writing this extra logic, okay, takes time and it makes your code a little bit lengthier too. So is there a way we can avoid this? Yep, there is. So we can use something called as block selector. What block selector does is it kind of internally handles this code for us, and it does it in bit more efficient way. So for now I can just comment this, and instead of this block builder I can use block selector. So block selector, and you will see there is an error. Block selector actually takes 3 parameters. Block builder only take 2, block selector takes 3. So what are those 3 parameters? One is the qubit or the block, another is the state, and third one is the type of variable we want to listen for the changes. So in our case, the type of variable that we want to listen for the changes is this one, qubit score, and which is integer. So I will type int. Okay, if it was string, I could have typed string, and still there is an error because we have to pass a selector. There can be multiple int inside a single state, so how we can filter it out? So that's where selector comes into the picture. We get a state and we can write it like state dot, and in this case it is qubit score. So what I am saying is, listen for the changes of qubit score inside rating state, inside rating qubit. Okay, so if this changes, then only it will update. Now since it is already filtering it here, qubit score, so it is already providing us the integer that we mentioned here, so I don't even have to write this extra here, qubit score, and I can just remove this and control save. Okay, now the same I can do with the above one. So what I can do is I can just comment this one out, and here I can just pass the type of state, and simply here I can use block selector, and here I need to pass a selector, so selector, and simply state dot block score, and I can remove this and this as well and control save. Now if I open the terminal, and I can just clear these logs from here, upward block, and you will see block is awesome. So only this particular thing is rebuilt, okay, not the qubit portion. Now if I click on qubit, qubit is awesome, so only the qubit is getting updated. So this is a basic difference between block builder and block selector. Okay, so I hope you got it. Now when to use which? When you want to listen for a single state variable update, then you use block selector. In our case, like we want to do for qubit score, and here we want to do for block score. But let's consider another case, okay, where I just can copy this one out, and I can just go above and I can paste this, and I want to show a versus. Okay, so what I actually want to show is I want to show the state of like block versus qubit. Okay, so in this case I can't use block selector, I have to use block builder. Okay, now why? So I will just show you here. So I can just remove the selector parameter, and here I need to show the versus, so dot block score and simply versus. So simply state dot qubit score, and just updated the comment block and qubit is awesome, and I press control save. Now if I open the terminal, what should happen is whenever one of them changes, the above one should also changes. Okay, so in this case we can't work with the block selector because we want to show each and every value update on the screen. So in this case block builder is useful, but when you only want to listen for a single value, then block selector is useful. So now I hope you got an overview of what is a block builder and what is a block selector, and if you want to know a little bit more about that, you can just go to the official docs and check about block builder as well block selectors. Okay, so that's it for this video. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.